Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Evam Kripan Dhanushi Sandhitam Banang Savajramiva Tadhridayam Bibheda Sosrigvamandashamukhair Nyapatadvimanat Dhaheti Jalpati Jane Sukriti Variktaha. So, evam, undeclined word. Evam. In this way. Sometimes you can translate it as similarly, likewise, or in this way. Okay, Kripan, next Kripan. What is Kripan? Is it a noun, a verb, or a participle? Well, looks like a participle to me. So, okay, it's a present participle. And the root is krip, to throw. Krip, and it's added. So the suffix is at, or those who know grammar, it is shatri. Shatri, where the sh and r at the end is just the virtual indicatory markings. So it all comes down to at. So kripat is the word, and kripan, which case it is? Kripan. Well, it's 1.1.
Oh.
First case, singular. Kripan. Next. Kripan. Note that these kind of kridantas, present participle. Just a second. Kripan. So to throw and the present participle, how would we translate it? As an adjective.
While throwing?
No, that is gerund. That is a pure action. But this one is an adjective. So how you can turn the verb to throw into an adjective? Just in English. Well, throwing. I mean the throwing person, in that way. Throwing. The throwing machine, okay? Or the throwing warrior, like that. So these kind of words are called participles, like the eating dog, okay, or the playing. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, the moving car, okay. So the moving would be present participle. Kripan. So let's see whether in the verse it will act as a kriya, more as a kriya, or it will act just as a visheshana or an adjective. And it is masculine. Also, you might note that it is declined in a slightly different way. Like we have words like Bhagavat, okay, which turned into Bhagavan in the masculine 1-1. But this present participles, the second last doesn't turn long. They just take kripan. This is because it's actually the different suffix, okay? In Bhagavat, there is vat. In kripan is just at or shatri. And these kind of participles don't turn long at the end. Anyway, kripan, Dhanushi. Dhanushi. I do see a noun there, yeah. Neuter noun. The case is?
Seventh case.
Seventh one, yeah. So, and the word is? The word is actually dhanus, okay? It turns into sh, again, by a specific rule. That's not the Sandhi rule, by the way. It's just a certain change. So dhanush, okay. Dhanushi, on the bow, okay? Dhanushi, on the bow. Or in the bow, but it's most likely to be on the bow. Sandhitam. Sandhitam. Ending. So
Second case.
yes, second case, or it could be first case neuter or second case neuter. So neuter 2-1, 1-1, 2-1. It could be masculine 2-1. Okay. Sandhitam. What does it mean, sandhitam?
Setting.
Set. So the verb is sang. Sandha. Okay, that's the verb. Sangdha. So the verb is actually dha with the prefix sam. And it means to join, to bring together, to unite, to combine, to put together, to compound, to mix. So that's the basic meaning. So yeah, you can say on the ball, something is joined. Okay, so joined for time being.
Sandhi of grammar is the same word?
Yeah.
Sam
Well,
plus
the two sounds, they converge together, they meet together, they join.
Right.
Yeah, sandhi. Sandhi can also mean like a treaty between the countries, specifically peace treaty, like coming together, okay, after a long war, two countries. So sandhi. Sandhi can mean join in the body. Shata sandhi jar jaram. So.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So sandhi. Okay. Utsasarja. Utsasarja. We see some reduplication here. Okay. Sasarja. So. And plus there is a prefix ut, quite common. So seems like a verb. A verb. Ut. And what's the root?
Sir?
Not exactly. It's srij. Okay. Srij, to create or to send. And yeah. And this will be past tense. Lit. The reduplicated past tense. Just to remind you, it's the past tense which is not witnessed by the speaker. Okay. Uvacha, same. We get the word in uvacha in the same. Utsasarja. So utsrij, we need to see. Utsrij. To pour out, to emit, to send forth or down. Okay, to send forth. Okay. Okay. Sent, because it is first person singular. He, she, or it sent. Utsasarja. Okay. Here we have Barnum. Okay, finally we get to that. Okay. Barnum, arrow, yeah, neuter. 2-1. It's most likely 2-1 anyway. And therefore, I see the Bānam here, and I already read some words that do fit very well together. So I exclude a few options here. It's Sandhitam. The arrow. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Varnam. The arrow or an arrow that was joined on the bow. In other words, you understand what it means. The arrow that was, set on the bow. So joined is kind of the root meaning, but we can say set on the bow. So sent, he sent. Sa. Okay, sa is nothing but pronoun. Tad.
1.1.1.
1.1, yeah. Masculine one. Now, could you tell me why there is no visarga? Because it's saha actually. Why we don't have visarga there? Sorry? Because of Sandhi. So which exact Sandhi is here? Well, the rule is, yeah, I didn't hear you clearly, but the rule was that Esha and Sa delete their visarga if a word starting with a consonant, any consonant, follow. Yeah, okay. Vajram. Vajram. Okay, neuter to one, most likely it will be also an object. Vajram. Vajram. What's that? Vajra. Thunderbolt. Okay. Thunderbolt. A thunderbolt. Eva. Like. Eva. Like. Tadhridayam. What's that strange thing doing there? Tadhridayam.
It's also due to Sandhi.
Yes. It's also
It is Tat plus Hridayam.
Tat Hridayam. Yes, correct. Okay. Tat.
Neuter second case.
Tat Hridayam. Okay, neuter second case. Yeah. So Tat Hridayam meaning heart, and Tat meaning that, or in samasa, you can expect any vibhakti in the words that are inside the samasa. So here it's most likely the sixth, his heart. Okay, tasya hridayam, and tasya reverts back to the undeclined form because it's inside the samasa, so it's tat hridayam. Then by the Sandhi rule, tat, the ta turns into the, okay? And then ha, which follows the, turns into the. And therefore we get that quite a significant change. Tadhridayam. It's all in the Sandhi rules reference. There is some noise coming regularly. If anybody is not muted, please. If somebody is not muted, please mute yourself. Bibheda. Next. Bibheda. So it looks like a verb. Bibheda. So if you know about verbs, bid. The verb is bid. To separate, okay, or yeah, basically that's the meaning. And at the same tense, past tense lit 1-1, bid undergoes reduplication. The first part of it, bhi, is put in front, and then the bha turns into normal ba, and other things happen. Okay, Separated. Bibheda can mean, you know, physical separation. Can mean, yeah. So srig. Okay, so next. So is saha, yeah, by sandhi. So he, yeah, it will be another sa, but in a different form. Same sa, one time sa without visarga, another time so. Why we do the sandhis here? Because what follows is a noun starting, is a word starting with a vowel. Even though we don't see it, it's asrik. 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 And asrik means blood. Asrik. So first of all, the sa changes to so by the sandhi rule, and then the a of asrik goes away. So we get so srik, just like soham. I'm that. Same exact sandhi. Soham. So srik. And ka of asrik turns into ga, you know, again by the sandhi rule. I think it's the first one on the list there. Okay, vaman. Next, vaman. And I will tell you, we had a similar word in the verse before, if you look carefully. Just like vaman. Who can see the similar verse word that we have already analyzed? Kripan and vaman, yeah. So they will be both present participle masculine case. This one is vaman. Vaman. So the dhatu is vam. Oh. Dhatu is vam. Vam means to, also throwing, but in a different way, to vomit. So make a present participle from to vomit. Anybody? Vomiting. Vomiting, meaning the vomiting person, the vomiting warrior. Okay. Dashamukhair. Dashamukhair. Aihi.
Fifth case.
Not exactly.
Third, 3.3.
Yeah, 3.3.
Is from the mouths, no?
Yeah, third case, plural.
Through the mouth.
Aihi. Fifth case would be bhyaha. Okay. Dasha mukhair. Dasha mukhaihi. And third case. So how would you translate? Okay, vomiting. In English, we say from his 10. From his 10 mouths. What kind of meaning it is in Sanskrit? I mean, there is instrument, there is a sahartha, there is the doer of a passive action. What kind of meaning do you think?
Like using mouth, he was vomiting out.
Yeah, instrumental. Okay, so that's how you think in Sanskrit, by means of his 10 mouths. Okay, nyapatad. Nyapatad. We see a verb there.
Patati. Patati.
Patati is the present tense form. We need the root. The root is just pat.
Pat.
Yeah. Just a second. I reloaded. Nyapatat. Pat. And the tense, past. Lung. It's a different past tense. Kind of simple past tense. So nyapatat, it's prefixed by ni, which doesn't significantly change the meaning. And pat means to fall. So he fell. Okay, it's 1-1, meaning first person singular. He fell. Vimanad.
5.5.
Yeah, that is the fifth case. Vimanad. And it is a source from the airplane. From the airplane. So Vimanam 5-1. Vimanad. Dhaheti. Okay, that's something that I would like to ask you all. Dhaheti, what is that?
It's also because of the summary from the previous.
Yes.
Manat.
Yes.
Aha, iti.
Haha, exactly. So, and it's interesting that we see the same sandhi happening twice in the same verse. It's a nice haheti. And haheti is still to be undone. So what is ha?
Aha, iti.
Yes, it is ha iti, and ha is what interjection is like oh, and iti is a quote mark. Very often it is a quote mark. So you know, ha. Yeah, but it's kind of disguising itself behind that sandhi, dhaheti, you know. So that's why sandhis are important. When you train your eyes to see them. Jalpati, jane. Okay, haha, iti. Well, haha is definitely, it's undeclinable. Iti is also undeclinable. So it's basically just a bunch of undeclinables here. Haha, iti. So we could have a separate, they are separate words, but I just, group them all together because anyway, they go together. Next one, Jalpati. Jalpati. What do we have here, Jalpati? Well, there is it could be a verb, jalpati, like to jalp means to talk, to chat, okay? Chat. So present tense verb, it could also mean one more thing. Okay, let's go on to the next word and then we'll come back to this. Jane. So what is Jane? 7.1. Jane. So from Jana, Jane. So Jane means what?
People.
Okay, it could mean a singular person, human being, and it could mean people, but the word still stays singular. Okay, please mute yourself. So that happens. Still not muted. There is some disturbing noise coming in. Okay, I'll have to interfere. 1 second. Okay, it went. So people. Yeah. So in Sanskrit, sometimes when you refer to things in a generic way, you can use singular. So jana can mean, okay, even though it's 7-1, can refer to people in general. So jalpati jane, now coming back to jalpati, apart from the verb jalpati means he's chatting or she's chatting.
So seventh case.
It could also mean the seventh case. I think you have some beep 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 going on your device. Yeah. So jalpati. Now what it is then? If it's seventh case, what would be the word? Well, we look at dhanushi. Dhanushi is also ending on e in seventh case, so the word is dhanush. So if jalpati is if I tell you ahead that it's a seventh case, what would be the original word? Anybody?
Jalpan.
Jalpan in if it's declined, otherwise
Pat.
just jalpat. Okay, so it is a present participle from the verb jalp, meaning to talk, to chat, plus at. So jalpat. And here is jalpati in the seventh case, meaning do we mean to say like in one who is chatting, something is happening or talking?
Locative absolute.
Locative absolute, yes, exactly. So we have a kriya here, jalpati, and we have a noun, yeah, and both are in seventh case and both are side by side. So it's again, when you train your eyes to see it, you see it. I used, I think last time, yellow. Okay. So we translate it, therefore, as when people were talking, okay? Like that. Jane sukritiva. Okay, sukritiva. Well, we have another Eva. Let's just duplicate it. And the previous word is sukriti. Okay, so let me see. Anyway, yeah. Sukriti. Sukriti. Can anybody tell me the linga, the gender of sukriti?
Feminine.
No, it looks like it's misleading because of that long e. Like pious person, okay? But just as we have swami, which is a masculine word in 1-1. In the same way we have sukriti here. It's a masculine word, 1-1. And therefore the actual word is sukritin. Just as the word for the original word of swami is swamin, or sannyasi is sannyasin. Same, in the same way we have here sukritin. Okay. Okay. You can see that declension in the, someone's device is on and we repeatedly hear some beeps. Can you please mute yourself? Sukriti, yeah, you can see the declension, consonant ending nouns, ending on in, yeah. And riktaha, Well, riktaha is something simple. Rikta means empty, yeah. Empty. It's actually passive, not passive, but it's a past participle. Okay, here it is masculine, 1 riktaha. A describing word, visheshana, or adjective of somebody. All right, let's zoom out a little and start arranging. Okay, so utsasarja is the first verb. Sent. Oh, where is the subject, the agent of this action? Since the verb is in active voice, he sent, not he was not sent, but he sent, active. We are searching for the subject in the first case, first vibhakti. Evam kshipan dhanusha sandhitam utsasarja barnam savajramiva. Okay, anybody sees that? Sa, yeah. He. So we need to look back and see the antecedent. And the antecedent of saha is in the previous verse. Ramas. Okay, so Rama, he sent. What did he send? The object. In the second case.
Banam.
Banam, yeah. Sent an arrow. He sent an arrow. Okay. Kripan, evam kripan. What do we do with kripan? Kripan. Well, 1 second. Kripan. Where is our kripan? Yeah, okay. Here I see. Kripan. Okay. Let's look back at the previous verse, and Rama was saying something quite, insulting in order to incite Ravana's anger. So sometimes krip, the word krip meaning to throw, it can also refer to throwing insults. Okay. So the literal meaning is throwing. There is a repeated beeping coming. Yeah, you can kindly mute yourself. Throwing or insulting, okay? Could also mean that, according to the context. Kripan, so that would be, some kind of a subordinate action. And evam, insulting in this way. Okay, what is that? Evam, in this way. Evam again reflects back. Whenever you see evam in Sanskrit, you always have to look back because it refers to something happened before. Kripan. Okay. Let's take the main verbs now. Bibheda. Okay. So it's the same subject. He separated. Or one more thing. Okay, we'll come back to it. So separated. Another thing, bheda means to separate. Bheda also means to peers. Yeah, you can expect both meanings. So here it's pierce. So pierce, what did he pierce?
Banam.
No, the Hridayam, yeah. He pierced he sent an arrow and he pierced his heart. Okay. Next, let's deal with Nyapatat. So the victim fell. So who is the victim? Where is the victim in the verse? I mean, we know it's Ravana, but where is he? Tad. Well, you know, if he is inside some another compound, he cannot stand as a separate subject. He should be mentioned separately again. I can see that. Can anybody? Yeah, we have second Saha, yeah. So one Saha refers to Rama, second Saha refers to Ravana. And how do you know what's what? Yeah, just logically. Sanyapatat, he fell. Yeah, it's just intransitive, I guess. There's no object. Vimana. Okay. Let's now go to the beginning. So this is the skeleton. This is the main. And the rest will be connected to all these essential structure. Evam kshipan, okay, in this way, insulting. So kshipan is connected to utsasarja as a subordinate action. So, you know, while insulting or having insulted, he sent an arrow. Sandhitam. Okay, let's we have dhanushi sandhitam. So where do I connect these words? Sandhitam.
With Barnum?
What's the subject?
Yes. What kind of arrow? The arrow that was set on the bow. And yeah, Sandhitam Dhanushi, where is Dhanushi? Yes. It was set on the bow. Okay, location is connected to Sandhitam because Sandhita is a Kridanta. Yeah, let's mention it. That's why it can take locations and a few more other main relationship which are usually made with the verb. Utsasarja barnam sa vajramiva. Okay, vajramiva, like a thunderbolt. So where do we connect that? Vajramiva. What was like a thunderbolt? Yes, I think. Bana, which was like Vajra. Meaning that it was really very tough to counteract. Iva, tadhridayam bibheda. Okay, we have that. Okay, so asrigvaman. Okay. Okay, we have another subordinate kriya here. Vaman, vomiting. So he fell while vomiting. Or, yeah. Vomiting what? Vomiting blood. Here is our object. So vaman here is actually not like an adjective, but more like a kriya. Yeah, you can say vaman purushaha, like a vomiting person, okay? But you can just say while vomiting, and that will also be vaman. So sometimes such present participles or any similar participles, they can act more like verbs and be translated more like verbs. And sometimes they could be just take the role of an adjective and description. Okay, so here both of them are like verbs. Okay, while insulting, on having insulted, yeah, when it could be actually in another situation, it could be just the insulting boy or the insulting person, but here it is more like an action. So while insulting, okay, while vomiting blood he fell. Okay, dashamukhaihi, where do we connect that? The 10 mouths. Yeah, to vomiting by means of his 10 mouths. Yeah. Then Nyapatad Vimanad. Okay, from the airplane. He fell from the airplane. So that's the location, the source of the action from the airplane. Vimanad dhaheti jalpati jane sukriti variktah. Okay. So let's go up. I have some more space here. What's this line about? Not sure. Okay, so this will be locative absolute. They are inseparably joined. When people were talking, oh wait. So locative absolute, when people were talking, where do we connect that in a sentence? It refers to that falling sentence on the bottom. Where do we connect that?
Nyapatat.
Yes, to the main kriya. So locative absolute, it provides an opportunity or provides a time for another action. Okay. Jalpati jane. Next, we have this last line. Dhaheti jalpati. Okay. Sukriti variktaha. Yes. Sukriti variktaha. Oh, haheti. Okay. Ha iti. Well, that's jalpati. When people were talking, ha, or talking. In our case, it would be more than talking, just like exclaiming. People were exclaiming. So talking is basically the root meaning, and then you adjust it according to your context. Jalpati jane sukriti variktaha. So sukriti variktaha, like a empty pious person. So what do we make of it? Any suggestions? So first of all, what is being compared to what?
Bhavana.
Falling down
Yeah.
is compared to the pious people when their pious credit is finished.
Yes.
Fall down.
Yeah, empty in the sense of the sukriti, the sukritam is gone, spent, and then so we connect like Nyapatat. I think we connect more, to the falling, Yeah, this is what's being compared. The action of falling, yeah. Like a pious person, who is empty, bereft of piety. Okay. yeah, so basically, anyway, it's understood. What do we mean to say? So this is the sentence. Two parts. So the first part, he, Rama, having insulted or while insulting in this way, he sent an arrow that was sent on his bow, and which was like a thunderbolt, and he pierced Ravana's heart. Then Ravana fell from his airplane while vomiting blood from his 10 mouths, as the people were exclaiming, "Ha ha!" And he fell like a pious person, bereft of his sukriti, bereft of his piety. So that's the structure. Okay, any observations, any questions?
I have a question.
Yes, please.
The rule that you told us that after the visarg of Eshaha or Saha, when it is in front of a consonant, it is omitted.
Yeah.
And the other was that if it faces a vowel, then again it converted into O. Is
Yeah.
it only for Saha and Eshaha, or any word ending in a visarga follows the same rule?
Well, the rule about deletion is just for sa and eshaha,
Okay,
but the rule
okay,
about changing to o is a generic rule.
okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Sometimes also visargas are deleted, even for other words. But then there would have to be a vowel following, So this specific deletion is for only esha and sa. Yeah.
All right, all right.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, yeah, and if you are studying Sandhis, just for everybody, I wanted to point out one more time this Sandhi. Okay, Tadhridayam, where ha changed into the aspirated dha because it followed dha. Okay, and we had the same situation here. After Vimanad, the word is ha heti, but it changes into dha heti. So there is this rule. If it's new, if the first time you see it, you can take it from this meeting, this rule, and memorize it. You do see that happening time to time. Mm-hmm. All right, so from the next meeting, we'll start short Anushtup verses. And I think we'll be able to cover 2 verses per session. So we'll go a bit faster. If you have not checked the website, in the reference materials section, there, I updated the first versions of some documents, and you will see version 2. And there is one more document which is called Sanskrit sentence. I think it will be interesting for you to read and apply in the meetings as well. All right, so
What are the long verses called?
sorry?
What are the long verses called?
The verse is called was not clear for me. Could you repeat, please?
Long verses.
Long verses.
Yeah. What are they called?
The meter.
Yes, meter.
Vasanta Tilaka. you can count 14 syllables per line. Yeah. Evam kripan dhanushi sandhitam utsasarja Bāṇaṃ savajramiva tadhridayam bibheda. So yeah, you will be familiar with Brahma Samhita, Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. So the same one. All right, thank you very much. Then
I'm sorry, Nityananda Prabhu.
Yes.
Where was that that you just mentioned? The material, is it under miscellaneous?
reference materials.
Reference materials.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything which has to do with grammar, all this kind of information will be there.
Okay, and what again was the name of the material?
The new one is called Sanskrit sentence.
We can't see it on the website though.
Yeah, I don't see it. That's why I was confused.
Oh, sorry. Then just a second. It's my my omission. So yeah. Okay, we'll do one thing. Once the meeting is over, I will quickly I'll just do a few clicks and you will be able to see it. Thank you for
Thank you.
Sure,
telling
thank
it.
you.
Yeah. All right. Srimad Bhāgavatam ki jai, Ramachandro Vijayate Taram. And thank you so much for attending, and Hare Krishna. Meet you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Haribo.
Namo Namaha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.